Hello, Magic players. Welcome you to episode number 93 of the Brewers Tavern. Charles, good to have you here.
Good to be here. Good to be here, Mitja. Thanks everyone for watching. This is episode 93.
Yeah.
We recorded just 92 just a few minutes ago, but we do that when we can. What do you have interesting in the Brewers Tavern today?
Okay. To start with that, I bought a collection like not a long time ago, and I found this book with old deck lists. The person where I bought the collection said he's more into collectibles, you know what I mean, like swag and stuff like that, and he want to keep the book, but I can take pictures of the deck lists, and I took a picture of a 5-color land destruction list, and I think the list was pretty spicy and perfect for Brewers Tavern. I mean, I photographed like 5 or 6 deck lists, and I from time to time I will play some of these adapted, because for example this list in the book had 4 strip mines or so it was really tough. It reminded me of our matches from the World Championship. It was basically the same. Like it really felt so. I mean, it was so weird. But I will talk more about that in the deck pick.
Yeah,
what
let's
did you
talk.
bring? What did you bring?
So I'm invited to Olan's X-Files series, which is it's a small online event, Swedish tournament. You know, not that many players, probably 10 or less. And in the last one, X-Files 5, Svante, who won, played this really cool blue-black deck, and he didn't lose. There was only 4 rounds, but he didn't lose he only lost one single game. I happened to the person who was able to win that game. But he won 7 out of 8 games and won the event with a blue-black deck that I thought was super cool and super interesting. So I wanted to make sure I showcase that deck and everyone gets to see how cool it is. And I'll talk more about it in the deck tech. But let's start by taking a look at your list, Mitja.
Yeah, and here we are. This is my list. As I said, 5-color land destruction. I have no idea if that will work. Like, this is really a big question mark. As I said, I adapted it a little bit. Because the original list only ran, let me double check, it was not a lot of lands. Keep it like that. I think it was just 12 lands and no Moxen or so. It was really weird. To be fair, the original list also runs 3 demonic hordes, which is a lot in my opinion. Give me a second. 8 plus 6 is 14. Yeah, 20 lands. But you had 3 6-drops, 3 sinkhole. Like, it felt just completely like something, you know? And Armageddon in the sideboard, and Will-o'-the-Wisp in the side. It was really, really strange. So I adapted it a bit. I run still 1 demonic horde. It is new on Brewers Tavern. It is a 6 mana card from the Alpha set. You can tap it to destroy a land, but you need to pay during your upkeep triple black, or it becomes tapped and you lose a land of opponent's choice. So the horde will get out of control and destroy your lands. Yeah, but so far the deck runs all the good land destruction spells, plus 2 Nether Voids to secure your demonic horde, I guess. And instead of running like 3 demonic hordes, I play 2 Juzams. In the sideboard, I have 1 Wrath of God, 2 Armageddon, and a Balance for white, as well as 3 Disenchants in the main board. Yeah, but this is basically it. As you might have seen, I play 12 land destruction spells main board, 14 if you want to count in the Chaos Orb and the Strip Mine, as well as Fork, where I can fork just the land destruction spell, which is also quite cool. I hope that happens at least once. And yeah, but this is it from my list. Charles, I would say let's go to your list and tell us a little bit about... Yeah.
So first, before you go, I love to see you have 2 Jazams. I think this is the first episode of 93 episodes we see you play Jazam.
Yeah,
you always say you hate it, you play
I don't like the card, but...
Well, I'm glad to see it because I have 2 main deck sitting in a bottle, so I will try to punish you for not playing Suchi and playing 2 Jazams instead. I'll just note that. So hopefully that would be really funny if my bottle doesn't work and you wish it was Suchi. But really cool list. I'd really love to see it. And I'd say let's go to my list and take a look.
Yeah, here we are. Tell us a little bit about your list.
Okay, so this is what Svante beat everyone with in X-Files 5. Really interesting. I mean, first I'll say the 61st card is a Nether Void, and it's funny because you play Nether Void, so most of the time you won't walk into a deck playing more Nether Voids than you. But it's great. You're not playing all of the Moxen since you're just playing blue-black. You have 10 creatures, all really mana efficient, good creatures. The hippies, the Suchis, the vampires. We have main deck Energy Flux, which can do a lot of work. The sinkholes, which you have way more land destruction than me, but they tend to be really good along with the Energy Flux. Underworld Dreams, obviously, is great. I love the one of Drain Life. Rituals to try to speed things out, including the getting the dark rituals out. Side Blast can take care of pretty much any creature you need to. The ones you can't, hopefully Bottle will. And then you have your factory. So it's an aggressive deck. I really love it. Sideboard, we can go up to 4 energy fluxes. So against artifact heavy decks, we'll be in really good shape. Drain Life for burn decks. Terrors, in case you're playing against decks that aren't playing artifact creatures or black creatures. I love the Greed. If you're playing against a control list, you could really take advantage of that and just draw a lot of cards. Pestilence could be a really great card against weenie decks. Obviously, Gloom. I mean, there could even be a 4th Gloom because white is so bad against a deck like this with Disenchants and Plows. I probably would have gone to the 4th Gloom. Maybe get rid of the Unsummon. Just a spicy and fun card, though. And I like that there's a second Nether Void that you can bring in as well. It's a really beautiful list. I've not played anything quite like it. I'll be really excited to see how it does. I'd say let's go to Brewers Tavern and play some Magic.
Yes. And here we are. Hey.
All right, I'll take even as always.
I start.
You do. All right, pile 2.
Pile number 3.
Okay.
I try that.
That will be a mulligan.
Okay.
Not much to think about there. Zero land, 0 mana sources.
That's not good enough.
Saw 2 rituals. I thought it might have been able to do something. One, two, three.
Number 3.
Okay, we will keep and put 1 on the bottom.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
No problem.
Okay.
You see Soul Ring pass the turn. Yeah.
I'll play a C, play a Sapphire. I'm going to Demonic Tutor. Sure. I will pass turn.
I play a land and a Lotus. Thinking. Not easy, sorry. You have how many cards in hand?
I have 0 on hand.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now
you mean
you
on
have 0
tape?
but 5.
I have 5.
I mean, I demonic myself, crack Lotus, 1 colorless floatin'. Give me a second.
For how much?
4.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Want to roll? I'll keep
6.
whatever number.
Yeah,
6
number
reroll.
2.
Yeah, I'll keep number 2.
Yeah, the rest is
Thank
gone.
you very much. Letting me keep the swamp.
And pass the turn. Oh, you went for Ancestral? I thought you were going for Mind Twist as well, because you have Lotus. Pass the turn.
I don't know this.
Yeah, no, I saw it.
Okay. We'll take out your C in your turn.
I
No
take
cards.
out your C as well.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
Play City in your turn. No cards.
Strip Mine. Here you go. Pass the turn.
Interest you for 2. Just 1 and 2.
This 2?
Yep.
Sinkhole and Stone Rain. Draw. Underground Sea. And good for me, you didn't took the juice. I strip your City of Brass. Oh no, the Swamp. I'm sorry. The Swamp.
Okay. Your turn.
19. Swing.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
That's your turn. Swamp, your turn.
18. Draw. Nether Void.
Yeah, I'll scoop.
Swing.
Yep. This game. Yeah, there was no coming back from that Mind Twist.
Yeah, that if you would have not started with Demonic, the plan was to slam Jusam turn 2 and hope that it carries through. Because I had 3 land destruction spells in hand.
Yeah, it was just a Mind Twist game. There's nothing I could do with it. You took my whole hand. All right, next game. Good game.
Five color land destruction for the win. No, I really don't know if that deck is good or bad. I mean, from the first game, you can't say that. Like, as you said, it was my first game. Number 1. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was 5 color Mind Twist.
1 for you as well. Oh, 7 cards. Yeah, I take it. I mean,
it will try.
okay. You start.
Swamp, Ox, Sapphire, I'll Time Walk.
Oh yeah, sure. Sorry.
Yes, Ritual. Yes, Nether Void.
Okay.
Your turn.
This is bad. Yeah, your turn. I need to discard.
No land drop? Wow. That's crazy. Play a C.
Yeah.
Swing for 2. Your turn.
Go.
Go to 19. Single. One card.
I think we can go to the other to another game.
That avoid is that was just crazy.
Yeah, I mean, this is the only start where you win that game. Like, to be fair, everything else I have like 3 man. I have ancestral into 3 land destruction spells. But I do not play around one of Nether Void on the play. This is like not gonna happen.
Let's get a couple more game ones. These are
they're
pretty. These are quick and non-games. Right, you're on the play. 1, 2, 3.
Number 1.
Number 1 for you too.
So I try.
I'm gonna take a mulligan.
Okay.
Especially against land destruction, you cannot have a slow hand.
True.
You never get there. One, two, three.
Number 3.
Okay, I will put one on the bottom. Okay.
Go.
Your turn. 6 cards.
Demonic. Search for Black Lotus. I storm your land.
Okay.
And
it's
a pass. It's your turn. I'm just shuffling my deck, looking for Black Lotus, shuffling my deck.
See, Soul Ring, your turn.
Yeah, 1 second. Still need to shuffle a little bit.
Okay.
Another UC, pass the turn.
Play Factory.
Yeah.
Cast Ritual.
Sure.
Hippie.
Yeah.
Your turn. 3 cards.
Ancestral.
Yep.
And Sinkhole your factory.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
Play land, swamp.
Yep.
Swing. Number 1.
This one?
Yep. You will sinkhole your Taiga.
Okay.
And your turn.
I try to sinkhole your UC.
Okay.
Your turn.
Swing for 2.
Yep.
16. Number 1. And your turn.
Try to bring Gazir for 3.
Okay.
Your turn.
Swing. Number 1. just leave it. Mine just for 2.
Yeah.
1 and 2. Your turn.
Draw.
Oh, lands.
Mox. Pass the turn.
The factory.
Yes.
Swing.
12. And I lose my disenchant. I draw. I stone rain your factory.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
Another factory. Swing.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Stone rain your factory.
Okay.
Pass the turn. Yep.
Chaos Orb. Swing.
Yeah, 8.
Your turn.
Go.
Swing.
Crumble your soldering.
Okay, I go to 21.
Go to 6.
Your turn.
Stone rain your swamp. Your
Okay.
turn.
Play swamp. Swing.
4.
Your turn.
Stone rain your swamp.
Okay.
Your turn.
Swing.
2.
Play city. Your turn.
I storm your city. Yeah.
Okay.
You want to sideboard?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, there it is. Is this Windows? I think this is okay. Uh-huh. 5 cards I want to bring in.
Not very many good cards against you.
Let's see. Hopefully it works. I would love to bring out the demonic horde at least once.
I mean, that would be pretty awesome.
But it's a 6-drop, you know, like it is insane expensive. Ready when you are.
We're just gonna do this.
I try.
2, 3.
Number 1.
Somehow I have 8 cards here, so I don't know. I guess this is.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, it's random
Well,
anyways. Yeah.
I didn't look at it. Okay, we'll try it.
Play Tiger, Mox Jet, tap Tiger for Soldering. Pass the turn.
That's a good draw.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Sinkhole your library.
We'll draw.
Yeah, fair.
Yes.
Your turn.
Cast Dark Ritual.
Yes.
B.
Yeah. My turn.
6 gold. Yep.
I sinkhole your land and fireball your hypnotic.
Okay.
And it's your turn. 1 card in hand.
Play a swamp.
Yeah.
Your turn.
I strip your swamp. Pass the turn.
Play an island, and your turn.
Underground Sea, your turn.
Play a sea.
Yeah.
Your turn.
I play Chaos Orb, take out your sea. By tapping Soldering and Taiga and pass the turn.
Your turn.
Hold up your cards a little bit more. I mean, I'm not seeing anything, but you know. Pass the turn.
Your turn.
By you go.
Discard. Your turn.
Badlands, your turn.
Discard. Your turn.
I sinkhole your island. Your turn.
We'll go to discard.
Yep. I'm sorry, I'm doing zeros here. I play Black Lotus and pass the turn.
I will go to discard.
Okay.
Discard a vampire.
Draw. Go.
We'll discard Underworld Dreams.
I draw. Your turn. I have 3 cards in hand. Yep.
Swamp.
Cool.
Control. I'll play Dreams.
Yes.
Your turn.
19. Draw a card. I sinkhole your swamp.
Okay.
Your turn.
Yes.
18. Draw a card. Play green Mox. Pass the turn.
Play Factory.
Yep.
Your turn.
17. Draw a card. Play Bayou. Your turn.
Pass turn.
16. Badlands. Your turn.
Play Factory.
Yeah, sure.
How many cards you have?
3.
I'll swing.
Crumble your factory.
Okay. Your turn.
15. Draw. Stoner in the other factory. Your turn.
Go to discard.
Yeah. 14. Draw. Your turn.
Go to discard.
I sack the Lotus for white and disenchant your Underworld Dreams. I draw for the turn. I pass the turn. This is so weird.
Discard. I mean, you just had all 10 land destructions.
12. But I bought it some out, to be fair. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. I draw. I pass the turn.
Factor.
Yep.
Your turn.
Scrubland. I storm your factory. Pass the turn.
Please see. Your turn.
No. Try to ancestral myself.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Okay. Demonic Horde. 1 second, like this. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Demonic Horde. Your turn.
All right. Next game.
Come on! I want to activate it at least once. No, it's fine.
I don't have any. I don't. I mean, you could kill the land. I don't have any. I can't play anything. Good game.
Good Demonic Horde.
I mean, that kills the last land. Then what else is there to do?
Nothing. Like. But the games are super fast, to be fair.
Yep. All right. Next game. Yeah, that's definitely the good side of the land destruction. You got ahead of every threat.
I mean, I only need to I need to handle at least the first and the second drop, and then I'm good.
1, 2, 3. Good game.
Number 2, but on the 5-color land destruction, the mana base is so weird. I had a balance in hand since rounds, but...
Pile 1.
I try.
No lands. I'll take them all.
Okay.
One, two, three.
Number 3.
And that is null.
Yeah.
Go to 5.
I think the mulling here takes longer than some of the games when it comes to this matchup.
1, 2, 3.
Number 1.
I guess I'm keeping it. It's really bad. Yeah, it's just really bad. City, your turn.
Tiger, your turn.
An island, go to 19, time walk.
Yes, sure.
The city, and your turn.
I mean, my hand isn't premium at all. Go.
Your turn.
By you, cards in hand?
4.
4. Pass the turn. Yeah.
Go to 17. Your turn.
Strip mine. You have 3 cards in hand, right?
3 cards.
And your turn.
Factory swing. Your turn.
Yeah, 16. I play Mace of It and pass the turn.
Big gloom.
It's okay.
I don't have much good sideboard cards.
Yeah.
And
You need to see my hand. Like normally I don't do that because we're trying to set up a tournament environment. But look at that. These were my last 3 top decks.
your turn.
I draw. Yeah. I play a Soul Ring and a Mace of It and pass the turn.
All ancestral.
Yeah, that's okay.
We'll play a land.
Yeah.
Well, and your turn.
I play a City of Brass. I try to cast a Recall for 1.
Yep.
Mind Twist you. For 2, right? Yeah, 2. And it's your turn.
Okay, it's your turn.
Play a land, and you have 1 card in hand. I tried to Brangazir myself. I take 1. 1, 2, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. For 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's your turn.
It's your turn.
Okay. Untap, draw. Oh, sorry. Wait a second. 2, 4, 6, 8. I need to discard. I'm sorry. I discarded Disenchant and now I'm drawing for the turn. So sorry, I need to think a little bit about my turn. You have 1 card in hand.
What's in your graveyard?
Mind Twist, Disenchant, Brangazir, Disenchant. And the recall is removed.
Oh.
I'm at 15. Try to play Juzam.
Yep.
And pass the turn.
You see?
Yeah.
The bottle?
Nah. Mana in my pool. So for 5, I try to disenchant your... Yeah, I want to disenchant your bottle.
Okay, so you float the mana.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
My turn?
Your turn.
I try to sinkhole your factory.
Okay.
And then I try to cast a regrowth on Braingeyser. Where is it? Here we go. And pass the turn.
Play Dreams.
No!
And your turn.
This is bad. I draw. I go to 13. I sinkhole 2 of your lands and strip 1.
Which ones do you want?
Give me a second. This is for the this is for that. I sinkhole the UC. I storm the swamp, and I strip the other swamp. And it's your turn.
Your turn.
Let's see. Two, 4. I mean, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Try to draw 7 and go to 5.
Okay.
And I pass the turn.
Your turn.
Okay, I go to 4. I draw for the turn. I try to cast Demonic.
Mm-hmm.
Try to Chaos Orb your Underworld Dreams.
Okay.
Sorry. Then I try to Stone Rain your Blue Source, and it's your turn. Yep.
Get rid of 1 mace.
Yep.
And your turn.
3, 6. Demonic Hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Pass the turn.
Get rid of the other mace.
Yes.
Your turn.
Give me a second. End of turn, I try to crumble your sushi.
Okay.
And I pay for the demonic hordes like this. I draw. Play a land. I storm your swamp and destroy the other swamp and pass the turn.
It's your turn.
I play a City of Brass. I attack for 5. Pass the turn. Factories.
Yeah. Your turn.
Draw. I sinkhole the factory. Attack for 5.
Yep.
Your turn.
Your turn.
Okay. Draw. Swing for 5.
Yep.
And fireball.
Yep. You got it.
I think it's lethal. Yeah, you're on 6. Yeah.
Okay. Is that we have time for one more, or is that it? What do you think?
I have no idea. Let me check my phone. To be fair, we can try to fit one more in.
Let's do one more. I mean, I think this deck stayed in as long. I mean, you bring guys for so many cards.
Yeah, I know.
And I still had a chance to win. I had a side blast in my hand. If I drew Lotus, I would have won the game. But even then, I still had one out in the deck to win.
That I smelled that fireball. That's why I went for one turn later. I went for all your lands because I was like, okay, if he's finding the third land, I'm just dead on the spot.
I mean, but you had to do that because you drew like 8 cards with Brain Geyser.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're going to use them.
But I think I took the right spot to draw with Brain Geyser because otherwise I would have went to 4 by drawing with Brain Geyser, and this would have been another out for you, right?
All right, one more.
Number 1.
All right, number 2 for you.
Me like a lot.
Yeah, I will keep.
Okay.
Island, Sapphire, guess Time Walk.
Yeah, sure.
Your turn.
Okay. Draw. Crack for 3 black. Soul Ring 2 black in my pool. Go.
How many cards you have?
4. Yeah.
We'll twist them.
Response Ancestral.
Okay.
So 6 cards in hand.
Yeah, it's just random. Just take it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. How many do I keep? 2, right?
Yeah, it's for 4.
Yeah.
So just discard 4. It doesn't matter, Mitja.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And your turn.
Next time you need to choose. You choose way worse than I do. 18. Draw. Play a land. Try to Stone Rain your black. Go to 17 and swing with the Juzam.
Yep.
Your turn.
Yeah, now I'm left with really no options. Yep. It's not good, but I have no choice. And I played Factory.
Yes.
Okay, it's going to be your turn.
Yeah. 4, 6, 7. Untap. Go to 16. Draw for the turn. Play a Mox. Play Underground Sea. Cast Sinkhole on your factory. Go to 15. Disenchant your Mox and swing for 5. With the Juzam and pass the turn. Yeah.
Your turn.
Tap. Draw. This is not what I want to do. I go to 14. Sorry. I want to attack you.
I'll activate Factory.
I try to disenchant Factory before blocks.
Okay, 5.
Pass the turn.
Yep. Nothing to do.
I still don't like Juzam. Just for the record. Just that I said it. Sideboard?
Yep.
Okay. Here we go. Oh Lord, I'm unsure what I brought in. I'm sorry. It will take a little bit at least to know what I did here. This, that, I think. Okay. Let's see. I'm sorry, I need to check the deck picture again.
Sorry, 1 second.
Yeah,
Let me see what I have.
Yeah, it's.
Got what
I hope the viewers are fine with that, but
Sorry, there was a delivery at the door. What did I bring in?
oh lol, yeah. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry. So.
All right, why don't you go first?
Yes. For me, it was kind of. It wasn't a tough to board, but you know there is some. He is more the aggressive part in that matchup, and I thought, okay, the Nether Voids just help him that I can't cast any spells. Having 14 spells to destroy lands felt a little bit too much. That's why I took out the 2 Ice Storms. And to be fair, the Fog with double red is hard to cast. I know I brought in a Wrath of God, which is also hard to cast, but I thought I'd take out those stuff, which just tries to make my opponent stay away from his lands or cast any critters, and add everything which prevents me from being destroyed from an early Hypnotic Spectre. I took in the 2 Maze of it to just untap the attackers. I took in Wrath of God if he puts down 2 or 3 creatures that I just board wipe him. Psyblast also for the early hippie, and Balance for the early hippie as well. To be fair, I played the list how it was in the book. As I said, I adapted it a little bit. Some cards are kind of dysynergetic with the Armageddon, for example. Armageddon plus Demonic Hordes is so weird. Also, the X Blasts plus Armageddon feels pretty bad. And I think when you cast the Armageddon, there's no way where you can win it. But as we normally do it, when we get a list, we try to play it at least as close to the original list as we have it. The 3 crumbles, I thought, okay, I've not seen a lot of artifact stuff, and I already have 3 disenchants in the main board, plus 1 crumble, that should be enough. As well as the shatters, and I could have brought in the red blasts, but I thought after round 1 he was just splashing blue for the usual suspects, and of course it is cool to counter an energy flux, but I guess he boarded them out, so I do not bring in red elemental blast to counter his ancestral or time walk. Yeah, this was my sideboarding plan.
My sideboard wasn't good against you. You have Jazams and Hordes, which Terrors don't help with. I'm going to take out Energy Flux. You're not really artifact heavy. The same thing with the Unsummon. You just don't have that many creatures. You have a few really big creatures. It's not really great, and you don't have many instants. You just have, I guess you brought in Crumbles, which I didn't see, but I don't think I saw many instants. Drain Lives are terrible against you because I'm never going to build up a lot of black mana. Pestilence, the same thing. Hey, I'm never going to get a lot of black mana. I have to rely on my own creatures to keep it out. You don't have small creatures. I'm going to take out the other Netherboard. You're playing them, so I was going to bring this in, and I could have brought in a 3rd Gloom, but it's not really that good against you. You do have white, but you're 5 colors, so 2 was enough. I thought Greed was okay against you because you're not an aggressive, unless you happen to get your few big creatures out quickly, which did happen some games, but the games where you didn't draw them, Greed could have drawn me a lot of cards, and that could have been really good. And a couple of Glooms I thought was okay. I thought the Fluxes were bad, and I thought Nether Void was not good against you, although one game it just instantly won when I happened to draw a perfect 7 cards against a 3 Mox hand that you had with no lands. But this episode, this was super fun to get to play Svanta's list. I really love his brews, especially a brew that's limited to only 2 colors. So monocolor and two colorless are some of my favorites. I know yours too, to see what two colors can do. This was super fun. Mitja, thank you so much. I hope the viewers enjoyed, and subscribe and like the video, and look forward to seeing everyone in the Brewers Tavern in episode 94 soon.
Yes, and bye-bye.